About 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Giants. Set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Soldier Field. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now Jones. And Rudolph has it left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Throwing, Jones. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Long Nichols in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. O'Shane Ximines make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To try again after the sack. Fields eluding the pressure right. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. And all the way down to the 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Robinson here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Here's Fields. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Fields. This is caught. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. To throw is Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From his end zone, Jones. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
And I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Touchdown Bears! Allen Robinson with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Jones throw caught by Tony. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Jones finding Tony for a Giants first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week, because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On 1st down, Fields. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jones on 1st and 10 to Barkley on the check down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw over the middle, taken in. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get it.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
From the gun, here's Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the screen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. As the first half is winding down, and the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A first down carry for Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now,
is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. From the gun on third down, Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a throw that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Back to throw again. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this one is incomplete.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
And Godot's kick is right through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Throwing on third down, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 56 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. From the 50, here's Fields. Man open is Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Brashad Perriman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Afadi Adenabo. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
29 is Mike 29. Let's go, D. 29.
Now on 2nd and 16. Fields. On the slant, this is Perriman. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Now it's Fields. Flushed out right. He's got Perriman. Touchdown! Brashad Perriman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown Bears! Rashad Perriman with touchdown number 3 here in this game and 17 now on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running,
and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Roquan Smith. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bears, they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.